Cam Little out for the opening kick. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Ty Johnson now to return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVPs. Finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
He won the MVP award. We all knew he'd capture at some point of his career. And to me, Katie really did so because he further elevated everybody around him. That's what MVPs do. It's exactly what Josh did a season ago.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now Allen off the play action. Finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. First tone of the game for James Cook. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've set it downs from 37. Going to the ground again on 1st. That's some decent running there. Gets him 4. It's going to be 2nd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Allen. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Allen on 3rd down. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. So here comes the Jaguar offense now. Their turn to set out on an opening drive. They're brought out by the 5th-year man out of Clemson. Hard to believe it's year 5, isn't it, Brock? Former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence.
When you have a franchise quarterback, and Trevor is that guy in Jacksonville, you typically don't slump to bottom 5 in the draft, but that's where the Jags have found themselves. And that's why there's a new system, a new coach, and really a new lease on life for Trevor in what becomes a very big year in his career.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Pass brought in by Parker Washington. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
1st and 10.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And his charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he's caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Here's ETN on first down. Still has some space inside the 35. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Jaguars have a first down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
They'll send him over right. Throwing on first down, Lawrence. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Lawrence to throw it. Here comes the screen for ETN. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he could move those chains.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
ETN on third down. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Pickup of 2 here. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forward, sending an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know, successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 11-yard line.
Lawrence working from the gun. Catch made. And they are going to have to face a third down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Lawrence here running a sneak. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
That's good for a Jaguars first down.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal. ETN. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Now from his 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Makes the catch.
Lawrence's pass complete to number 7, Brian Thomas Jr. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
This opening drive has reached the 5. Can they find 6 now on 3rd and goal? They're going to run with ETN. And maybe should have been thinking past their partner. The defense all over this run, and it's going to be 4th and goal.
And better luck next time for you. I feel for those running backs because that blitz was drawn up to hit them right in the mouth.
Facing 4th down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Little knocks it through. And that's going to give them their first points of the ball game.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. On the return, here's Ray Davis. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Buffalo offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
New set of downs from 37. Allen now on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Stopped that time by Antonio Johnson.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That's low and bounces short of his man. First time this game they've looked to him. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Allen on 3rd and short. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, in the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that on the 1st down play.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Gets it quickly to Palmer. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Josh Palmer. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Allen from the gun here on 3rd. He puts some air under it deep down the left. So the heave knocked away from the intended target. That brings up 4th down.
This game, Kate, that's his domain, and he is prepared to reign over it with an iron fist. Not going to give his assignment any space, and playing tight man-to-man coverage, he knocks it away.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. Putting a receiver in motion. 4th down. Here's Allen. Got a man. That's Kincaid. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs instead, they pick up the 1st. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. 1st down throw for Allen. There's a screen for Cook. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the timing on that screen pass, it was all a mess from the very beginning. By the time he finally got the pass to the running back, well, there was no place to go.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. To throw again, it's Allen. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
You put up the combine times of tight ends running a 40-yard dash, and they certainly don't run as fast as the safeties or the corners in this league. But when you get them going in the right direction and you get them dragging across the field like that, well, they can still do their damage.
Again, Allen to the air. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force fourth down.
Okay, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knock away. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
A 43-yard attempt.
Prater puts it through. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Bayshul Tootin now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Second drive of the game upcoming for this Jaguar offense. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Counter give to ETN. And the second down run produces 7 before they bring him down. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They're looking down a 3rd and 3. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 3rd down, Lawrence to throw. That's caught for the first. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Jaguars, first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back still doing it to this day.
And motion the slot man right. 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Complete right side to Washington. He gets it up a little shy of midfield. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play.
Washington. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Lawrence throwing here. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
From the gun, ETN gets it. And he has it all the way down to the 8. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
So all he needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted to stopping the quick pass. It became real easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. Tootin gets it from the gun. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. Now we've got some whistles as a member of the Bills is shaken up and could use a look from the trainers here. So from the 3, here's second and goal. Back now, pressure coming. Drops back. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Now backed up to the 8, third and goal. Here he goes, third and long. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the defensive down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal.
That is a wow. Maybe that's a double wow for me. 2 sacks in the previous 3 snaps. I can really criticize quarterbacks, and too often I do, to get rid of the football, but that is about a defensive effort. Knowing what's on the line when you get into situations in the red zone, Kate, can't do it much better than that.
Facing fourth down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. This from 30 yards out. Little knocks it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Johnson with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Now Allen. They're secured by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Throwing now on first down, Allen. Dump off caught by his back. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Play action now, Allen. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
I don't mind that play-action shot at all, Kate, especially in this circumstance. The only problem is I think that defensive coordinator, was thinking the way the offensive coordinator was, as they defended that pretty darn well.
On the sneak, it's Allen. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard.
Certainly drop these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage, but I think it can be overlooked there since they did pick up the first down. If anything, they can see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
Cook trying this one up the gut. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know we all love the big home run plays, the highlight reel plays, but as an offense, these are just the stay-on-schedule kind of plays. But I love the commitment to this run game. Keep working that body, keep working that body, keep working that body, and eventually you could take the will away from your opponent.
He finds Kincaid running the slant. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Right back to Kincaid. Complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Bills have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
All set to go now from the 35. Allen now on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
To the air again. Allen has him on the quick hitter. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Jags expecting pass. Going dime on this 3rd down. Allen gonna throw again. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Would have been a 45-yarder, but instead the offense staying out there. They're going for it on 4th. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. The Jaguars send running back Travis Etienne trotting back out to the field. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with Etienne. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
They go play action. Lawrence. It's him on the in route. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
He fields this at the 18. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. This is Cook. He's out in the clear. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
It's a gain of 72 yards. That's good for a Bills 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off, but don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon and give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
Another one for Cook. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Cook. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bills take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. Matt Prater for the point after try. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills take a 4-point lead.
Bills 10, Jaguars 6.
Now Prater on to send it away. Tootin now on the return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. To the air on 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break Brock as they force this 4th down.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Jacksonville in punt formation. Khalil Shakir to return this one for the Bills. He has it at the 13. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So that's going to be the 2-minute warning of our first half. Bills with the lead here at Highmark. First call here coming from the shotgun. Allen looking to throw. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
He motioned the tight end over. 2nd down, Allen throwing again. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's going to run for it. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. And even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
First down throw for Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 43-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Allen setting up play action. Looking this fullback now. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Completed over the middle. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. So Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You've heard that very common term in draft vernacular called catching radius. Let me tell you, as a quarterback, you love tight ends on drag routes because that catching radius for such a big target, then you see him, you eye him, and there's a comfort level between QB and tight end to make that connection.
To throw again, it's Allen. Drops it off to Cook. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Again, Allen to the air. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these out cuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. 6-yard gain on the play. And the Bills have a first down.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line to gain.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Prater puts it through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You could take all the time down for points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Looking to throw. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Now Prater on to send it away. LaQuint Allen to return this. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Jacksonville has its offense out there to start this third quarter. They're facing a 13-6 deficit as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Lawrence working from the gun. Has a man downfield. This is Washington. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Jacksonville.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. And they're bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple, and he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Man in motion here. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Here comes the screen for ETN. And that's going to be an 8-yard gain, it looks like, as it puts them in goal to go.
You could see that screen develop as the linemen pull right out in front. Sets up a nice game. Love to see a running back utilize the big man in front of him.
At the 10-yard line.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run, ETN. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He brings it in.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. 3rd and long for him here. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Cam Little to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars manage to tie this game. It's 13-all. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Johnson now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Cook. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They're going to throw out of the gun. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. throw. 3rd and long. Got a man. That's Kincaid. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A nice gain and a first down there, Brock, on a throw that most quarterbacks would have shied away from.
Now, tight ends, these guys, about the only position that can make that look routine, fending off a couple defenders, and it's really why, Kate, they're such valuable commodities.
Now run by Cook. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. Give him 24 on that play. Yeah, that's good for a Buffalo first.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Cook. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. They kick the running back in motion. Allen on 3rd down. Trying for the touchdown. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
He connects now for a 3rd time, and that's the biggest of the 3 field goals he's made in this contest. Gives him the lead. Now you turn the keys over to your defense to try and protect it.
Now Prater on to send it away. This is Allen to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. The tight end going in motion right. Here's Etienne on 1st down. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
He was brought down by Matt Milano. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Lawrence throwing here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Jaguars, first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for second down and 13. Motioning Washington right. Out of the gun, Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with third and long.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Here he goes, third and long. Ricky Myers, and he's got it. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
That is all-out effort, Kate, to make the catch. Putting his body on the line, diving for the ball. He earned that reception, and some more targets are clearly coming his way in the future.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Lawrence now off the play action. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Look at that power, deep left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. So they're left facing 3rd and long. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Facing 4th down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. We better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. As his go-to, it's Kincaid. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Bills have a 1st down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Play action now, Allen. This one finds the fullback. They'll take this ahead to the 34-yard line. Hauled down by Andrew Winger.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. And off to Cook here, out of his own read. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's good for Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
Another Bills. First down.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Palmer coming in motion left. Cook will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Simply put, Kate, that's just job well done by the defense. You get a completion on 2nd down and go backwards, that's some pretty superhuman effort and want to from this defense.
3rd and goal now from the 6 after that last play. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a 1st down here. Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's 1st and goal. Davis will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Back to throw now, Allen. The Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Following the sack, going to need to find 11 yards here on 3rd and goal. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Bills ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Allen to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and goal.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Kicked well, and this is good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
19.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Now Prater on to send it away. Tootin now on the return. He dodged the tackle. This makes it up to the 25. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. They left a few on the table their last time out, Bronx, settling for a field goal trying to miss the mark. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Running it here with ETN. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
And the Jaguars first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Complete left side to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That's another Jaguars first down. A gain of 11 on the play. And a Jaguar first down.
It's a quick throw out wide. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Heads out on the bootleg. Throwing for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. So this one on the defense.
Pass interference. Defense.
So after the call, defense in a much different spot. Instead of forcing a 4th down, it's back to 1st. They got the interference call on 3rd down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs. On the RPO, here's a throw to Thomas. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Loss of a yard.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Seventh play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Throw here. 3rd down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. New set of downs for him from the 31. Allen now on first down. Pulled in by his back. Cook. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here's Allen. This one's quickly to Shakir. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short-yard gain. But find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. Well, it's a perfect play to break it big.
They've got a man in motion. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. They tried to air it out, but just couldn't hook up. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Here's Cook. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that 2nd down run.
Taken down at the 41. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Now throw, 3rd and long. Gets it quickly to Palmer. And they bring him down around the 34. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Good for a Bills. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Allen looking to throw. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Keon Coleman. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 25-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. It's Allen out of the pistol. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Jaguar. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Has him on the quick hitter. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
16 yards. That's another Bills. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
Now it's Cook. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Allen. To the end zone, but incomplete. That play's going to force 3rd and goal.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Allen setting up to throw. Avoids the sack. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
All right, get that popcorn ready. It's 4th and goal late. It's a designed run for it. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Bills go up by 12 in the 4th. Josh Allen, the touchdown. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
So Allen lining the Bills up to go for 2.
The Bills are
all right, they're going to throw for it. It's caught! And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead.
Jaguars 13.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
Now Prater on to send it away. This is Allen to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Washington, the motion man here. 1st down throw, Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Lawrence working from the gun. Able to find Strange here. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You train a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Once with it on 1st. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
It's now
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Again, it's Lawrence to throw. He gets this one to Strange. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Bills bringing an extra DB out. 3rd down. Here he is on 3rd and short. Here comes the screen for ETN. Play not developing as they had hoped. That's a loss of yardage. Brock, 4th down coming up.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
He's brought down.
The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout.
It's a gain of 8.
They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Again, it's Cook. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. This is Cook on the handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Dive play straight ahead. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Offense said no more messing around. We're bringing out the big guy, the hammer. And for you physics students out there, that's a great example of Newton's law of motion. The more momentum you build up, the tougher you are to eventually stop.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo.
At the 23-yard
Bills
line.
feeling good with a 14-point advantage. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Motioning one of the tight ends. They give it to him again. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Allen on 3rd down. 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it's 4th down. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact. We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's kind of feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
Now Prater on to send it away. This is Allen to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence finds him over the middle. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
We hear about basketball on grass so much more of the space and speed coming to the NFL game. That play's so indicative of it. Get that point guard in the open field and let him do his thing.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's another Jaguars 1st down.
So the roar of Bills Mafia, it's a win for their guys in Buffalo. Well, we know they had high hopes when they entered the stadium earlier today, Brock. We saw it, but it can be so tough to win on the road. And there's some dejected faces now as they leave this football field.
Oh, and that flight home, oh, it's going to be a long one, a silent one, as they ruminate on the outcome of this game. You never like taking one on the chin, even on the road. And heading home just gives them all extra time to think about what went wrong, but more importantly, how to fix it.
With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills, as we say so